Verse 18, some men came carrying a paralyzed man on a mat. And they tried to take him into the house to lay him before Jesus. See, a lot of time we so quick to get to the miracle part that we don't talk about these men. See, everybody can't carry you. Everybody can't carry your situation. Everybody can't carry the details of your life. But evidently these men could be trusted to carry this paralyzed man. And let me just tell you, this is a very important part right here. When things get intense, be sure to have the right carriers, because if you have the wrong carriers, they could create some destruction. Let me just raise this question. Anybody ever had some folks involved in the wrong areas of your life, but you didn't realize it until everything blew up? Sometimes you have to really ask God for discernment, because everything that looks good to you ain't good for you. And y'all better talk back to me in this church today. And everything that glitters is fake gold. You better be careful about getting a knockoff. Y'all better say something in here, because some of us spent too many time in knockoff land, and God said, I got a real fur person over here, and you've been wearing this chia pet person way too long. Y'all better say something in this church. Because see, let me tell you something. When you have the right carriers will see you at your best, and they'll see you beyond your now. God say, I am so baffled. I am so baffled. I've even run into it in this church. I am so baffled by believers who call themselves Christians who don't want to see other folk do well. That's something sick. That's something wrong with that. Because the truth be told, you ought to want to see your brother or sister do well. But you better be careful about having the right carrier, because you ought to have some folks who can see you at your best even when you are not your best. You better have some people who can see beyond now, who can tell you, yeah, it looks bad right now, but I see you down the road and things are going to get better. But saints, be careful about who you allow to come into your life. But also, when you have the right carrier, they're willing to help you. They're willing to give you some time if you need time. They're willing to give you opportunity if you need opportunity. But then also, let me just tell the truth, I don't talk a lot about money in this church, but every now and again, it's good to have some folks who don't mind putting a little quarter or two on it when you need it. Because see, there's some folks who can do and won't do. Oh, I know I'm talking right in the church. And it's not about being one-sided. It's about, you know that if you have it and they need it, it's not a problem. But saints, you have those carriers who are willing to help you. And saints, also the right carrier can see for you when you can't see for yourself. Now, here is the other side of that. God sent some people to see for us, but we didn't believe when they told us. Be careful about not believing when God shows you some things. Be careful about trying to convince yourself that it's something other than what God has said that it is. But then also the right carrier will cover you. Let me just tell the truth. Somebody say, tell the truth. You can be wrong as sin. But the right carrier, they won't call your wrong right, but they will not let anybody talk about you. Let me tell you something. I don't care. I do not care what my children do. You better not say nothing to me about my... Y'all better say something to me. How many of y'all know what I'm saying? You better not. If you're going to say something, you better say it away from me. Because if you say it to my face, you open, oh, I love Jesus. But I'm from the projects, and I got some projectishness that ain't God. Y'all better say something to me in this church. Because let me tell you, see, y'all want to play. God save us from Christians who will not protect the integrity of other people. Don't sit up there. If you love somebody and they're wrong, don't tell them they're right, but you don't let nobody tear nobody down in front of your face and say all kinds of things. No wonder some folk don't want to come to church. They've been around the wrong church people who ain't got nothing positive to say. If you can't say nothing positive, shut your mouth, turn your face to the east, and pray for somebody. Well, see, the right carrier, I know I'm talking right in this church. Because the right carrier will give you wise counsel. This illustration is for the youngest amongst us. I like the cartoon Phineas and Ferb because they're stepbrothers, but they'll tell each other the truth. You need somebody who's going to tell you the truth about yourself. You need somebody who can tell you some things that you may not like to hear, but you know at the end they have your best interests at heart. Let me keep going here. Y'all ain't walking with me. I'm going to walk a chair today or something.